Titanfall 2 launched in 2016 with some of the smoothest movement ever seen in a shooter. Wall running, double jumps, and massive titans made it stand out instantly. Its campaign is still called one of the best FPS stories ever made. Critics praised it, but it still didn't get the attention it deserved. Years later, players are still discovering hidden mechanics and details most people missed. Here are 8 facts you probably didn't know about Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 suffered from extremely bad release timing. It launched right between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty: Infinite Warfare, 2 of the biggest FPS titles of the year. Most players were already focused on those games, leaving very little attention for a new shooter. Even though Titanfall 2 was critically praised for its gameplay, movement, and campaign, it was completely overshadowed at launch. Over time, many fans have pointed to this release window as the main reason the game never reached mainstream success. The movement system in Titanfall 2 completely changed FPS gameplay. Players could wall run, slide, double jump, and use the grappling hook to cross maps at extreme speed. Skilled pilots chained these mechanics together so smoothly that they could stay airborne or wall running for long stretches without ever touching the ground. Movement wasn't just a way to travel. It directly shaped combat. Positioning, momentum, and speed often decided fights before a single shot was fired. This made Titanfall 2 feel less like a traditional shooter and more like a high-speed movement system built around combat flow. BT quickly became one of the most iconic characters in gaming. Even though he is a Titan, his personality feels calm, logical, and surprisingly human. Throughout the campaign, he slowly builds trust with the player through constant communication, support, and teamwork in combat situations. What makes him stand out is how natural that bond feels, even without traditional cutscenes or emotional speeches. Many players say they remember BT more clearly than human characters from other games, which is extremely rare for a first-person shooter campaign. One mission in Titanfall 2 completely changed how players viewed FPS campaigns. The mission, called Effect and Cause, gives players the ability to instantly switch between 2 different timelines at the press of a button. In one timeline, the facility is destroyed and abandoned. In the other, it's fully operational and filled with enemies. What made this mechanic so impressive was how seamlessly it worked during gameplay. Players use timeline switching in combat, platforming, and puzzle solving without any loading screens or interruptions. The level constantly forced players to think ahead while moving at high speed, creating one of the most creative and memorable missions ever made in a first-person shooter. Titanfall 2 and Apex Legends actually exist in the same universe and timeline. Many of the weapons, factions, companies, and technologies seen in Apex originally came from Titanfall. The IMC, the frontier setting, and even several weapon designs were directly carried over between the 2 games. Apex also inherited movement ideas inspired by Titanfall pilots, including sliding, momentum-based movement, and mobility-focused combat abilities. While Apex Legends eventually became far more popular worldwide, much of its identity was built on mechanics, lore, and systems that Respawn first created for the Titanfall series years earlier. For years, Titanfall 2's multiplayer suffered from major technical problems that frustrated a large part of the community. Server attacks, exploits, and connection issues often made matches unstable or completely unplayable. Some players experienced constant disconnects, while others struggled to even enter multiplayer lobbies for long periods of time. As these problems continued, many fans felt the game was being neglected despite its strong gameplay and loyal player base. Even though Titanfall 2 was praised for its fast combat and movement system, these ongoing multiplayer issues prevented many players from fully enjoying the experience online. The Titanfall community refused to let the game disappear. As official multiplayer support struggled, fans began creating mods, private servers, and custom clients to keep the game alive. The most well-known project is the North Star client, which allows players to host their own servers and customize multiplayer experiences. Thanks to these community efforts, Titanfall 2 remained playable even during periods when official matchmaking was unreliable. Many players believe the fan community is the main reason the game still survives today. Titans in Titanfall 2 were designed to feel massive, mechanical, and believable in every moment of gameplay. Every footstep, weapon sound, cockpit animation, and movement effect was carefully tuned to create a real sense of weight and power. When players enter the cockpit, the game makes it feel like stepping inside an actual war machine, rather than simply controlling a vehicle. Explosions shake the screen, heavy impacts feel physical, and even small mechanical sounds add detail to the experience. This level of design is one of the reasons Titanfall 2 still feels modern and immersive years after release. Years later, Titanfall 2 is still remembered as one of the most unique and creative FPS games ever made. Its movement system, Titan combat, and emotional campaign created an experience that very few games have been able to match since. Even today, the game still has a loyal community that continues to keep it alive. That's why so many players still see Titanfall 2 as a truly special game. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more gaming facts and videos like this. And if you still play Titanfall 2, let me know your favorite Titan in the comments below. Thanks for watching.